Hi everyone, it's Beck, and today I have a just a look at the mini album that I made with the Swirlydoos Kit Club. The mini albums in the project add-on kit this month. I did try and video the whole thing for you, but unfortunately I was having a lot of video problems, so I have recorded a couple of pages but not the main amount, I'm afraid. So what I've done here is to start with the cover. I've taken a large Prima frame and put my photo in it, and then I've used the paper from the Tales of Me and You collection for the background. You can't see it, a lot of it's hidden. And then I've also used some of the ephemera and chipboard from the Tales of Me and You collection, as well as a lot of the flowers. So this is the cover. What I've done to this side is I've added a couple of pieces of lace and also a pearl string, and then up here what I've done is I've secured it with a brad. I've put some bits of ribbon, and I've also got some chains, and on the end of here is the little trinkets that came in the Tales of You and Me ephemera kit. So I've got the little love heart and the little vials which I've filled out with glitter. A little baby heart somewhere, it's gone missing. So there we go. So that's how I've decorated the front of this. Now I originally went around all the edges with some white gesso, and then I applied some of this acrylic paint, the vintage rose, around the edges. I ended up having to take out 5 of these pages. It's too thick, I couldn't fit everything in, so I've only ended up with 3 in there. But I have jam-packed them full. I can barely get this thing closed. So that, it does sit closed, just. So inside, I've also used the Tales of Me and You collection for on the inside. This is my first page. What I've done here is I've made a little pocket, and I've put some little photos on cards, and just added some ribbon to the top, so they just pop into there. These papers here are from the Vintage Emporium 6x6 pad that also came with the project add-on kit, and some of these flowers as well. So all I've done is I've used some of the ephemera, some little flowers, and I've added it in there. For this page I've made a flip book, and I've just secured it with a little bit of twine. So you just open it up, and here I have some more photos, as well as a little bit of chipboard. That one's from the Tales of Me and You collection, as well as some twine. For this page I've also put my photos on some tags. Oh, dropped one. And I've just backed them with some of the paper from the kit, just to make them pretty on the background, and added some things. This is the adhesive lace that came with the kit, as well as the Tales of You and Me brads. And again, I've just got some of the flowers and ephemera tucked in there. On this page I've made another flip book. I've just covered it with the paper from that Tales of Me and You collection, so it's a little clasp. Just open it up, and it's a long one. It just unravels there. I've put a whole bunch of photos in there, and just secure that little latch there. Just a couple of flowers. Here is another page. It's getting fat now. It's not. It's not doing it. So this one I've just got 2 photos. I've just put them in a little flip book, as long as the middle trinket that came with the project add-on kit, as well as this is one of the middle trinkets from the Vintage Emporium ephemera kit. Again, I've just stuck some things. This is the little bit of tape that came with the kit this month, and some flowers. On this one I've taken a piece of chipboard that came in the kit this month, and I've embossed that with aged gold embossing powder as well. I think this one is also a little flip book, so I've just adhered this one with a ribbon. can't get it open. So again, it just opens up and I have photos inside there. And finally my last page, this one I've just stuck the photo straight on there. I've fussy cut out some there and put it in with some of the Tales of Me and You chipboard and flowers. And this one again, I've just made a little page pocket and popped some cards in there. So that's just some extra photos in there, and again with the flowers and the chipboard pieces. Now unfortunately, because I didn't get to video this whole thing, I did manage to video how I made these 2 pages and again how I made these little flip books. So I'll show that to you now and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you very much, and I'll try and get this closed again. It's very fast. So here's how I made these 2 pages. What I've done is I've used the paper from the Vintage Emporium 6x6 pad for these, and for the one with the photo I've just cut out the right size and then I've adhered them together to make that little flip book. It's a very basic one, and I'm just using some of the flowers that came with the project add-on kit, as well as that little metal bookmark. And what I've done is I've just cut a little bit of the background paper that I've used and placed it inside underneath that little dome. And then I'm just using some of the ephemera to glue on. This ephemera is really great for just adding interest. It's tiny, it's cute, and you can pop it anywhere. And then a few of those little mini flowers that came with the flower add-on kit this month. They're great little fillers too. And here is that bit of ribbon, the measuring tape ribbon, which I loved. It's so gorgeous. So I've just popped that in the edges there, and that one's done. It's really easy to make. I didn't put a huge amount of embellishments on, but just enough to give it some interest. I'm just putting some liquid pearls on. I tend to smudge liquid pearls, so even though they look pretty when I put them on, I end up with them all over the place. So for this one, what I've done is I've decided to use 4 photos for this flip book. So I've cut out 5 squares that match my photos, and I've used, I think in the 6x6 pad there's 5 pages of each paper. So I've chosen one with a really plain background and just cut those squares, and they're going to be the base for my photos. What you want to do is you want to cut little strips and just score them along the edges so they fold, and that's how you stick all these papers together. So you just adhere one edge like I'm doing now and stick it on. Oh sorry, I forgot I wanted to close this one with a ribbon, so I've just put a ribbon. That will be my front page, that one there, and then I'll stick one to the bottom at the end. So yeah, just those little bit of paper, you just adhere them and then adhere the next one, just so there's a tiny gap in between them so it folds really easily. And then because I didn't like the background bit of that, I'm just covering that up with another bit of the plain paper. I have a little bit of excess on my edges there, so I'm just going to trim that off, and then I'll glue my photos on. I think flipbooks are a really great way to get extra photos into mini albums. If you're like me and heavily embellished things, I had to take out a lot of pages, so it's less pages to get photos on. So this is a great way to maximise how many photos you have in mini album. I think mini albums are a great way to display photos anyway. Layouts, you only usually get 1 photo on, and here I don't even know how many pictures I got in this mini album, but I got a lot in. So what I've done is I've just again stuck that little bit of ribbon on the back, and that means I can tie it up once the book's closed, and just stick that on my page. So this is the bit of the chipboard from the Embellishment add-on kit this month that fit perfectly on top of there, and I've just taken one of the little stickers that come in the back of that 6x6 album to stick on top. These flowers are again from this project add-on kit. They're the Vintage Emporium flowers, as well as some of the Vintage Emporium ephemera. So I've just adhering that on just to give extra interest to the page, and a few of the little mini flowers. And again, I'm going to use that measuring tape ribbon, similar to how I used it on the other page, just to kind of tie them together, the two pages. And that's how you do it. You tie the ribbon up to keep that secure, or you can untie it when you want to look at your photos. And to finish off again, I've just got some liquid pearls. Just putting them everywhere. And then once my pages are finished, I've adhered them into my mini album. And so I've got some close-ups for you of that album to have a look at. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you head to swirlydoos.com if you would like to purchase your own coordinated kit every month. And also join us on the forums and on the Facebook page for lots of competitions. Thank you very much. Bye.